Morning and welcome to BOTB head office in Parsons Green, southwest London. It's Monday the 23rd of October and we're here today to judge last week's Dream Car competition, week 42, which ran from the 16th to the 22nd of October. Just before we start, I'd like to say congratulations to last week's winner, Robert Parkinson, who won the awesome Audi RS3 plus 20 grand in cash, so well done to him. And now let's hand over to Dee Tracy from OneSide Law, who'll be overseeing today's proceedings.
Morning, my name's Dee Tracy from OneSide Law and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditors, Wilkins Kennedy. I would now like to introduce today's judges and ask them to pick a car out of the bag and to determine their seating position. Mr. Trevor Weaver. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, I'm Trevor Weaver. Excuse me. I've been refereeing for 30 years and currently referee on the amateur football combination. Purple.
Mr. Gareth Deneen.
Good morning, Dee.
Good morning.
Good morning, my name is Gareth Deneen. I'm a senior county referee and I appoint referees to various competitions throughout the London area. I have yellow.
Mr. Matt Cannon.
Hi, Dee. Hello, my name is Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee and I still play football in my 45th season. White.
Mr. Ari Mandonka.
Good morning, Dee.
Good morning.
Morning, my name is Ari Mendonca. I've been involved in football for over 30 years, firstly as a player, then as a referee. Green.
Mr. Leo Donnellan.
Hello, Dee.
Good morning.
Good morning, my name is Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having played with Chelsea, Fulham and Leyton Orient. Orange.
Mr. Andy Braithwaite.
Morning, Dee.
Good morning.
Good morning, my name's Andy Braithwaite and I'm a football referee and mentor. Red.
Mr. Alan Goma.
Morning, Dee.
Good morning.
Good morning, my name is Alan Goma. I'm an ex-professional footballer. I played for Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle and Fulham. Tight. Blue.
Okay, judges, please mark on the screen where you think the centre of the ball should be. I will ask you to do this individually for a few minutes before justifying your position. Okay, Alan, you were the blue. Do you want to explain how you got that position?
Yes, so we got two players challenging the ball. Obviously, the player in blue is late on the challenge. So I think the player with the right shirt, I think is going to lean backwards and chest the ball. The reason is I think the ball is right above him, and I don't think he's in a position to head the ball. So I think he's going to lean backwards, chest the ball and maybe pass it or whatever. And to determine the height of the ball, I think it's I don't think it's too high because coming straight at him, and I don't think it's too low also as some of my colleagues because he needs the time to lean backwards. So yeah, that's it. That's why I chose this point.
Thank you. Okay, Andy. You were red. Do you want to explain how you came to that position?
Okay, thanks, Dee. As suggested on the red cross, the guy in red, I feel his neck just by the ruffles on the back of his neck. He's looking directly up, as literally all of us have agreed on. The guy in blue, he's not going to affect the guy's position with the ball at all. But I feel that I was taking his eye line. First of all, I thought the guy in red was looking, or the ball would be a lot higher just by the way he's looking. But judging by the guy in blue, in my opinion, he's not looking quite as high. So whether he's just looking so that the guy doesn't back into him, but I just feel that the ball is somewhere around about here. That's why I've placed my red cross here.
Thank you. Okay, next, Gareth.
Yeah, I'm the yellow cross on the lowest of this player. I'm not entirely sure what the red player's trying to do. He's going to affect the play. He's looking directly at the ball. When we get the magnifier on his eye, I think we'll get a better shot of the angle, whether it's directly above him or slightly in front of him. I've gone slightly in front of him. As I said, I'm not entirely sure what he's going to do, whether he's going to chest the ball. I don't think he's going to head it, or maybe the ball's going over the top of him. Now, so he gives me the angle above his eyes. The blue player can't see his eye clearly, but he's looking, I think he's in the foreground slightly, and I think he's also looking at the back of the player and also at the ball. So I've used an angle from his forehead really to give me the cross, which I think is between two of the people on in the crowd.
Thank you. Harry?
Yes, my cross is the green one. Clearly the red player is the one who's going to get his ball. I don't think he has a chance, the player in blue. So excuse me. So I think he's looking at the ball as well. We don't have the full eye, but you can see by his body language he's looking that direction. This player is looking just above him, slightly to the right. And I believe as well that, or he might just flick the ball or chest it. He's already in the air. I put slightly higher, so it could give him a bit of a chance to do one of those movements.
Thank you. Leo?
Yes, Steve, my cross is the orange cross. I think this player is coming into the challenge late, so I believe this player, he's going to head the ball. I think if he was going to, he might chest it, but I think if he was going to chest it, maybe his arms would be more open for taking the ball down on his chest. And I think if you get a good idea with his eyes, I think he's looking directly above him, and that's why I feel he's probably going to head the ball. Also, if you look at his neck, it's craned quite far backwards, so I think the ball is directly above him. Got a rough idea with this player's eye line, so I've used them both, but as I said, I believe he's going to probably head this ball and it's directly above him.
Thank you. Next, Trevor.
Yes, mine. Excuse me. Mine is the purple cross. Basically, it's already been said, but with this neck going back, his head is tilted back. That eye, to me, is looking pretty straight up. So, and then taking obviously this fella's head and his eye, what little we can see, I came to the conclusion that that would be the centre of the ball.
Thank you. And last up, Matt.
Yeah, I sort of disagree with my colleagues on the furthest over to the right. I actually don't think he's looking straight up, and again, I've said this many times before. I think if it was above him, his head would be further back. You know, your forehead tends to sort of follow your eye line, so I put my cross a bit further out. Looking at these arms of both players, I think this guy looks to me like he's crouching a bit. So this guy's not jumping. I think he's waiting to either collect the ball, as Alan said, or maybe just flick it on, and that's why I've put my cross where I have.
Thank you. Judges, please now come to a panel decision on the central screen.
Okay, I think we should get a line up as an average, which is pretty much where I think your Gareth and Harry's goes through. If you're happy with that, that sort of right shoulder.
Well, it goes through that. Goes through that, doesn't it?
That's it.
Well, that's sort
In
of,
between this guy with the red jacket.
is that an average, or should we go a bit further over to the
I
left?
would say it.
Yeah,
to the
that's-
left.
that's
Well, let's start that for now.
Yeah.
Well,
let's get the magnifier on his eye, because that'll tell us how far back his head
it's
is.
pretty tilted back to.
Yeah.
It's not looking forward at all, in my opinion.
I think he's looking up slightly to the right, only slightly.
And the eye itself is quite,
Yeah,
quite far
yeah,
back in the
yeah.
side.
Yeah, I mean, as again, I think I've always said taking it there, but I am the furthest to the right, and there's 6 of you over to the left. So, as an average on the height,
On the 6 of us,
I think it will be between over there.
yeah, almost on the tops of the heads.
okay,
just about
take
purple,
another
yeah.
line there from.
Something like that, Tom?
I think, yeah.
Nope.
Well, we can't see this guy's eyes, so any of the...
He's
just
got a
his
bit of height, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, is
Any
it-
of the 6 crosses on the on the
Yeah.
left hand side, sorry, Matt, excluding the white, work for
Yeah,
me. I mean,
yeah, okay.
any of those can work.
Yeah.
I've gone low because based upon this guy's eye, I think he's looking slightly further forward.
Yeah.
But Harry's with me on that one. So I mean,
I haven't got any cavalry to help me, so you know, I think I'm going to bow to the
But
the 6
this,
sorry.
this guy I think is slightly in the foreground, so it's looking slightly backwards. So I mean,
But
that-
also, if you look at the 4,
yeah.
the 6, 4 of them are further to the left than what we've got it at the moment.
Let's go back
To
on the
get-
let's go back on the magnifier on the eye, and then because this is going to be the key one, whether we got this angle right or it's got to come further left.
I think it's
I won't say anything because I still don't think he's
I
looking
think
out.
it should go further left. If you look, we got 4
Yeah, I think it's
out
going
of
to go
those
left as well.
6
then.
A touch
going left. So it's,
But
to get an average, it's got to go slightly left.
okay,
Right.
but just from a physical point of view, if it was behind him, his head would be further back.
Yeah, but look at his
No,
those
forget
neck-
about that.
those
You
neck-
can still go further back with your neck.
the way
That doesn't
neck-
stop it.
Those
I think it does physically. I don't think he'd go any further.
Further
back.
back,
This is
further,
the skin in there.
Only if he started leaning.
Yeah, no, yeah, his head can't go further, but you know, his upper body, yeah, I'm sure he could lean
Yeah.
forward,
Yeah,
backwards,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and you know, either head it or chest it.
It looks like he's jumping straight, but he can still lean back as well. So he says.
Can we go back? Just go get the magnifier on him again.
see that.
I mean, it could go further. To me, I'm looking at that from a side angle. That could go further vertical. It could go further to the left because he is
Well,
looking.
that's what we're saying.
I know.
And the average would be to
The average would be,
Yeah, average
that would be there.
That's better.
That's bit better, yeah.
Move across again.
Yeah.
So now we've got, like, for argument's sake, the extremes. We've got yellow and green,
He will change.
then we've got red and orange, and we've got
In
purple and blue.
between the two.
So
the-
we're roughly the same average between all of
Yeah,
those.
see.
It should be
We've got to
slightly
come somewhere
higher.
between purple
Yeah,
and
that's-
blue.
Well, you're the highest, so yes, that's, you know, but again, on an average of the,
With the yellow and, I mean, that suits me.
as an average, it needs to go higher.
That's, yeah.
Should
that's
be in
right.
between Alan
touch
and Trevor, I think.
Just a little bit.
We
a
just
bit.
have to stick
Yeah,
it in.
just
Yeah.
yeah, I think it looks like more.
I think that's perfect
Yeah,
for our average.
I think.
I think it needs to go higher. Harry and I sort of cancel each other out.
Yeah. Then you've got the red and orange.
Yeah. Well, I think
About
that
the same.
one is the same as the purple and the red. That
And
one
you're-
there. So it needs to go fractionally higher.
And then you got your
Just
yellow
a
down.
little-
Yeah.
little-
But I'm cancelled out by Harry's
Right,
red.
yeah.
So I'm balanced by that one.
So what you're saying, the touch up?
Just a
Touch
little
up,
touch
yeah.
up.
Touch up.
It's good, isn't it?
That's good.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
Okay.
You all happy?
Yep.
Okay. Right, thank you, judges. The coordinates selected are 1592, 501. These coordinates will now be passed to Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will then inform best of the best. That concludes the judging process. Thank you.